You packed your medications exactly like last year. Original bottles, prescription labels, doctor's letter. You did everything right. Right. Wrong. Because in 2026, TSA is updating parts of its screening process, and the way certain medications are checked is changing. These aren't scary changes, but they do mean that old routines may lead to longer screening, extra questions, or small delays you didn't expect. Most travelers won't know this until they're already at the checkpoint. So in today's video, I'm breaking down the 11 medication packing mistakes that are most likely to slow you down in 2026, along with simple tips to help make your screening smoother and faster. No fear, just clear, practical travel guidance, so you feel confident walking into security this year. 11. Heat-sensitive medications packed the wrong way. When I first learned this new rule, even I was surprised, because it feels like something that should be simple. But TSA is now focusing closely on how seniors carry temperature-sensitive medications like insulin, certain injections, thyroid meds, and even special eye drops. The mistake many people make is using cooling packs that look unfamiliar or leak condensation. TSA sees moisture or unknown gel packs and suddenly thinks there could be a safety issue. I watched a traveler in Orlando get stopped because her ice pack looked too commercial and not clearly medical. She lost 30 minutes explaining something she had used safely for 10 years. Here's the easy fix. Pack your meds with TSA-approved cooling packs and avoid anything that sweats, leaks, or feels squishy. Also, place the cooler bag on top of your luggage for fast inspection. When asked, calmly say, "These cooling packs are medically necessary for temperature-controlled medication." This line works very well because it tells the officer exactly what they need to know quickly. The rule of thumb is simple. Clean, clear, medical-looking cooling tools pass faster. Messy or questionable packs slow everything down. A few small changes can save you huge headaches at security. And if you think temperature rules feel strict, the next mistake is something almost every traveler does without thinking, but it can get you stopped fast. 10. Over-the-counter pills packed in large quantities. I know it feels harmless to throw a bunch of Advil or Tylenol into a bag and call it a day. I used to do that too when traveling. But TSA scanners now flag big clusters of unlabeled pills because they cannot instantly tell what the tablets are. One woman I met in Phoenix had her whole bag pulled aside because she carried nearly 200 Advil tablets loose in a small Ziploc. She bought them in bulk to save money, but TSA saw a large, unmarked pile of identical pills, and that triggered extra screening. It wasn't dangerous, it just confused the system. The simplest fix is only packing what you actually need. Keep common medications in their original bottles or blister packs with readable labels. Extra quantities should go in checked bags, not in your carry-on. When asked by an officer, say, "These are over-the-counter pain relievers in original packaging." This clears up most confusion instantly. Rule of thumb, original labeling makes the screening much faster. Insider move, photograph the drug facts panel so the agent can verify even if the bottle is small. Little steps like these keep your line moving instead of turning into a long delay. 9. Liquid medications over 3.4 ounces not declared early. This one catches people off guard all the time. Many seniors assume that because a liquid is medically necessary, TSA will automatically understand what it is. Unfortunately, that is not how it works anymore. Liquid medicines over 3.4 ounces must be verbally declared before the bag goes through the scanner. If you don't speak up early, officers can easily mistake the bottle for a regular drink and remove it for disposal. I met a man in Miami who lost his prescription cough medicine simply because he stayed silent. The officer genuinely thought it was a juice bottle, and once it was taken, there was nothing he could do. To protect yourself, take 30 seconds before approaching the belt to separate your liquid medicines into a clear bag and place them on top of your carry-on. When you reach the officer, use this exact phrase: "I'm declaring medically necessary liquids over 3.4 ounces for screening." It is simple, respectful, and aligns with TSA procedure. Rule of thumb, speak first so they don't guess. Keep pharmacy labels visible for quick verification.
A small declaration can save you hours, money, and stress. It's an easy habit that makes flying much smoother for everyone. Declaring liquids early is simple, but the next item is confusing even when you think you're following the rules exactly. 8. CBD or hemp products without a 0% THC label. CBD rules are confusing for everyone, and honestly, they change more than they should. Even though CBD is legal in many states, TSA follows federal law, not state law, which creates problems at the airport. I once talked with a traveler in Denver who had a CBD cream for arthritis. She bought it legally, used it responsibly, and always kept it in her purse. But the officer confiscated it because the label did not clearly show 0% THC. TSA does not test products on the spot, so if they cannot confirm the THC percentage instantly, they remove it. The poor woman was shocked because she had used the same cream for over a year without issues. To avoid this, only travel with CBD products that clearly say 0% THC on the package. If that label is missing, ship the item to your destination or buy a new one when you arrive. Also, keep it in original packaging to show it is a sealed consumer product. Rule of thumb, if you cannot prove the THC status quickly, don't carry it. International travel, leave CBD at home completely. These small choices prevent big travel problems and help you avoid stressful misunderstandings at security. 7. Unlabeled pills in daily organizers. Pill organizers seem like the most practical invention ever, especially for seniors who want to stay on schedule. I use one myself at home because it keeps everything simple. But here's the truth many people don't realize. TSA strongly prefers original prescription containers whenever possible. When they see unlabeled pills in a weekly organizer, they cannot confirm dosage, medication name, or whether it belongs to you. A retired teacher I met in Chicago had her pill organizer taken apart piece by piece. It had 7 different medications inside, but none of them were labeled. TSA had to call her pharmacy to verify every one, and she missed her flight. The fix is straightforward. Use your organizer for convenience, but bring the original bottles too, even if they are small travel versions. If space is tight, photograph the prescription labels on your phone. When questioned, say, "These are my daily medications, and here are the original labels for verification." Rule of thumb, organizer plus labels is safe. Organizer alone creates delays. Insider move, use tiny labeled pill bags that include your name and dosage. They look official and pass quickly. These simple steps protect your schedule and your peace of mind. But organizers aren't the only everyday items catching people off guard. Some medications you spray can create even bigger problems. 6. Aerosol medications and medicated sprays over 3.4 ounces. This rule surprises people because inhalers are totally fine, and many assume all medical aerosols follow the same rule. But TSA now treats large aerosol cans like pain sprays, medicated skin sprays, and certain topical treatments like regular liquids. If the bottle is over 3.4 ounces, it must be declared or placed in checked baggage. I watched a woman at LAX lose her prescription lidocaine spray simply because it was a 6-ounce can and she didn't declare it. She had used that spray for years, always carried it on flights, and never had an issue until this year. She spent the rest of her vacation uncomfortable because she lost her main pain relief tool. The fix is easy once you know it. Check the bottle size before packing, and if it's larger than 3.4 ounces, either declare it or put it in your checked luggage. At the checkpoint, say, "I have a medically necessary aerosol medication over 3.4 ounces. This tells the officer exactly what they need to hear. Rule of thumb, small aerosols pass, large ones must be declared. Insider move, ask your pharmacist for travel-sized versions. These smaller cans slide through security with 0 issues, saving time and stress. Before we go any further, hit the subscribe button if you travel even once a year. TSA rules for seniors are changing quietly, and the only way to stay ahead is to get these updates before your next flight. One missed change and cancel a vacation, delay a wedding trip, or cost you hundreds of dollars. I make sure you avoid all that, so subscribe now and stay protected. 5. Compounded or custom medications without documentation. Compounded medications are incredibly helpful because they're made specifically for your body's needs, but TSA sometimes has trouble recognizing them. These medications usually have labels that look different from standard pharmacy labels, and that unfamiliar format can confuse an officer who only gets a few seconds to decide what they're seeing. I once listened to a couple describe how their custom hormone cream was removed because the label looked too homemade. They had doctor's orders, but TSA needed clearer proof. Here's the fix. Always travel with a one-page letter from your compounding pharmacy or doctor. The letter should explain the medication, confirm it was prescribed, and include pharmacy contact information. Keep everything in its original container with the compounding pharmacy's label visible. When asked, say, "This is a compounded prescription from a licensed pharmacy. I have documentation." Officers appreciate clear preparation. Rule of thumb, compounded equals bring paperwork. Insider move, call TSA Cares 72 hours before your flight if you rely on these types of medications. They can arrange for an officer familiar with medical screenings, which dramatically reduces confusion. A few minutes of preparation prevents most problems, so your medication stays with you exactly where it belongs. 4. Powders and supplements that confuse scanners. Powders sound harmless, fiber supplements, collagen, protein powder, but TSA's updated scanners check for density patterns, not just labels. Sometimes even a perfectly legal powder can look suspicious simply because of how it appears on the screen. I once watched a retired nurse get pulled aside because her daily fiber powder looked granular irregular on the scanner. She had flown with the same product dozens of times, but this time it triggered a more detailed inspection. TSA had to open it, test a sample, and verify its content. It took 45 minutes. To avoid that kind of delay, store powders in containers of 12 ounces or less and place them in a separate bin, just like your laptop. Splitting powder into smaller containers helps scanners read them more clearly. When asked, say, "These are my daily supplements, each under 12 ounces, labeled for screening." This keeps everything simple and prevents unnecessary testing. Rule of thumb, under 12 ounces per container equals smoother screening. Insider move, ship larger powders ahead or buy them at your destination. These small adjustments can keep your line moving quickly and prevent long delays that ruin tight travel schedules. Powders look innocent, but scanners see them differently.
3. Damaged, faded, or hard-to-read prescription labels. This problem is becoming surprisingly common because prescription labels fade quickly when exposed to condensation, travel coolers, or even sunlight. TSA officers must be able to read the label clearly to confirm the medication belongs to you. If the label is smudged, peeling, or missing key details, they may pull you aside. I met a gentleman in Atlanta whose insulin labels had faded from moisture in his cooler bag. The officer could not read his name or dosage, so he was detained for nearly 90 minutes. He missed a once-in-a-lifetime family event. The fix is both simple and life-changing. Before you travel, take clear photos of all your prescription labels. Keep medications in original containers whenever possible, and protect the labels from moisture by using a small paper towel or keeping them in a side pouch instead of directly next to ice packs. When questioned, show the digital photos and say, "The original label is slightly damaged, but here is the full prescription information." Officers appreciate that level of readiness. Rule of thumb, if the label is fading now, assume TSA will struggle with it later. A few minutes of preparation keeps your trip on track and avoids painful delays. 2. Temperature packs that leak, sweat, or break down. This point feels similar to heat-sensitive medications, but the issue here is specifically the cooling packs themselves. TSA has tightened rules around gel packs, ice packs, and chemical cold packs because some look suspicious on scanners when they melt or leak. I saw someone at Dallas-Fort Worth lose her cold pack because the outer layer appeared worn and soft. TSA doesn't want anything that could contain unidentified substances, even if the traveler has a valid medical need. Without the cooling pack, her insulin was suddenly at risk. Here's the smart way to avoid this. Only use cold packs designed for medical travel. These usually come with clear labeling and sturdy construction. Check your packs the night before your trip. If any part looks damaged or too squishy, replace it. Also, consider carrying 2 smaller packs instead of 1 large one to reduce melting and keep temperatures stable. When asked, say, "These cooling packs are medically necessary for temperature-controlled medication." This statement helps officers understand your need quickly. Rule of thumb,
Medical-grade packs pass faster. Cheap or old packs get questioned. A little preparation keeps your medication safe and your screening smooth, protecting both your health and your travel plans. 1. Injectable medications without clear labels or backup proof. Injectable medications like insulin, epinephrine, and certain arthritis treatments cause the most delays when labels are unclear. TSA officers are trained to verify identity and dosage, and injectables require extra caution. If the label is worn off, faded, or missing, the officer must investigate. I once spoke with a diabetic traveler who missed her boarding group because the label on her insulin pen had rubbed off inside a cooler bag. The officer wasn't trying to be difficult, they simply couldn't confirm ownership. The solution is straightforward. Keep injectables in original containers with clean, readable labels. Store them carefully so condensation doesn't cause ink to fade. Bring a doctor's letter listing your medications and take clear photos of every label before you leave home. When questioned, say, "I'm traveling with injectable medication and syringes for a medical condition. I have documentation." This calm explanation helps officers move quickly. Rule of thumb: no label, no clearance. Insider move: digital backups save the day when labels fade. A few extra minutes of planning protects your health, your schedule, and your entire trip. Don't let a missing label turn into a long delay. Preparation keeps everything simple and stress-free. You now know the 11 medication mistakes that are grounding seniors in 2025 and exactly how to avoid every single one. Click any of these videos on your screen and I'll see you in a moment.